You know what I enjoyed? Suddenly, what Neil did bring in is the intensity that you find with the sevens and the offloading. The ball stays alive. Hardly ever do they slow it down. If they slow it down, you'll get the box kick or whatever, but they keep it alive so much. And once they turn the shoulders of the defenders, the stepping comes and the ball stays. It's almost at stages a bit of a hot potato. You know, I want a bit more control. It's a passing in the tackle. But saying that, man, it's nice to see it. When they put the pedal down, it was brilliant. It was just Bordeaux, man. Yeah. You know, I really wanted more from them. Lazy daisy.
Yeah, discipline as well. 4 yellow cards from Bordeaux. You talk about keeping the ball alive, 16 offloads coming from the Sharks. So it's high numbers in terms of at this level of the game. Set piece-wise, Kempo, what does it take? Scrums, lineouts, 88% for the lineouts, 71 at scrum time.
Thomas Tutoy, I think we can be very happy with his performance. I think he dominated his opposite number fairly comfortably. Pity Bongi went off because I think he's going to be a big loss for them if they get into the knockout stages of this competition. But I think their set pieces really function at a high rate. They've got a nice success rate with regards to their driving mauls and what they're getting out of their driving mauls, and they're getting the penalties from the scrums when they really need it. So I think that's really a platform that they can launch themselves off.
Yeah, I think also, Kempo, when they direct, you look at a guy like Ruan Janssen van Rensburg, when he, for me, he's almost similar to a Damien Delander, the way he gets the team over the gain line. Then you got Lucanyo Pimpi. It's a good thing. Look, unfortunately, I think Cohen Bosch got injured, but it brought Apelela Fassi onto the bench. Now, if he can hit form, then there's a threat from the back also. Yeah. You got power in the midfield. You got a threat at the back. You can strike from turnover. Their loose forwards are quick, explosive, fast,
and they've got a very good kicking game. And Hendricks has been outstanding, and Bosch, when he's back, is a massive kicking game.
Yeah, so I think it's coming together beautifully. Look, in saying that, though, that Bordeaux team, I mean, when I read during the week that they'd been to Safari. The Big Five looked beautiful. The sunsets were great. The briars were good. I thought,
what's wrong with that?
This team's going to get a hiding.
What's wrong with that? No. Come enjoy Africa.
They must have come onto at half-time. They realised they were in a rugby game.
I was watching the Sharks tight five a bit with more interest than the Big Five. But you know what? Talking about those two centres, for me, that is a centre combination. Lucania runs the defence so well. He talks well. He's got the silky hands on attack. And then Ruan Janssen van Rensburg is this. When you tackle that guy, you got to hold him. He works out of the tackle and he offloads, and he's really a phenomenal player. So for higher honours, that can be a good pairing looking forward, guys. If something might happen with Damien or Darland or something, I think that is going to be one to watch for the future.
Yeah, and Swys, the thing about the Sharks is because, Kempa, you'll know more about the conditions overseas, especially for semis or playoff games. If it's raining and it's cold and it's windy, it's not really an expansive game. You've got the pack that can dominate. And that's the big thing. I think that's going to come, because of the weather. It's not going to be sunshine, unless you're playing in an indoor stadium. It's going to be wet and windy. They've got the maul, they've got the defense, they've got the ball carriers, they've got the scrum, and they've got the kicking game, which is, they've got the fundamentals to win in a tough, grinding game outside the country.